All right, now we're gonna do some custom hook validation and some other improvements to the developer experience of our hooks. So the question here is, what if the app is just rendering the toggle button all by itself? What is the error that we're gonna get for that? So if I come over here, we're gonna get this giant error that says, hey, cannot destructure property on of use toggle as it is undefined. So that's interesting because as the user of this toggle button, all I want is the toggle button. Like I don't care what's going on. Why am I getting this weird error? So we want to give our users of our components as good of errors as we possibly can. And so right here in this use toggle, I'm actually going to grab that context value. And if there's not a context value, that's actually what's causing our errors. We're trying to read values of the value that comes back from use toggle. And in this case, that's going to be undefined because we're not providing that value. So what I'm going to say is I'll say, hey, you're rendering this outside of a toggle component. So we'll say throw new error, use toggle must be used within a toggle. All right, so now we get a much more useful error message, and then we can return the context here. And now we can restore our original component and everything continues to work. Another thing that I'm going to do here is if we pop open our DevTools and go to our components, and we'll see a context.provider right there. Well, that's not very fun. So it would be a lot better if we had a better, I don't know, display name. So here we'll pass the toggle context as our display name, and now we get a toggle context provider, which is a lot more clear for people who are using their DevTools with our component. So in review, all that we did here was we added that display name, pretty quick and easy, and we added this checking here in our own custom hook to ensure that when people are using any of these compound components, they're using it within the provider component, just to do a little bit of runtime validation for them.